How's it going? It's Mike Pyatt from tubeadsystems.com, and what we're going to be talking about today is a key skill to getting your YouTube funnel up profitably, and also, even if it's up, also finding the constraints and figuring out where to improve it to make it profitable. So this is a great thinking process. I don't see a lot of people talk about this. It's a critical skill. It can be labeled as or called funnel mapping, so like mapping out the key elements and then what it takes. It can also be a visual to do. For us that are visual learners, it really helps and just really clarifies thinking. So I'm going to walk you through how I do it, and then either you can do it with me for yourself and your business and your YouTube funnel, or afterwards. Probably afterwards so you can kind of get the big picture, but again, it's up to you. So let's go ahead and get started. Like Stephen Covey says from the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, highly recommend you read that book if you haven't already, or at least know the habits. One of them is starting with the end in mind. So on one side, we're going to use sticky notes to map this out. There's tons of different like online tools, different software that you can use to map this out. But I just like using sticky notes on a wall. That way I can kind of move around pieces as needed. So we'll start with the end in mind. Let's say we want to make $20,000 a month. So you write down, how much you want to make per month, and then say, okay, well, how many clients that is. So the key is always starting big picture, then drilling down. So maybe that's 20 clients at $1,000 per month, or 40 at 500, or whatever the math is for you. And of course, obviously, helping the person too through your products or services. Okay, so we know kind of where we want to end up on that side. My handwriting's horrible, but you'll be able to get the point. Okay, so we're starting with this person over here. So we got your customer avatar, the person most likely to buy. They don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust us yet, so we got to get them across this to, buying. So what are those key critical elements? So of course you need your video ad, right? Whether this is in-stream or a side ad or a search ad within YouTube. And I made a whole video about targeting that you should check out as well. So you need the correct targeting. And then, to your funnel. Maybe you're sending them to, a free offer. So you got your opt-in page. Let's say you're getting their email first for some free training, a video, report, whatever it may be. So then, you have your download page, and again, you would map this out for you. Maybe they have to go to a thank you page and then go check their email, whatever it is. This is why I use sticky notes, so I can add, so they go to a download, they get that report, and then, then it goes to your sales page, or, maybe these are all in one, however it is for your funnel, but you can see all these key elements. Then this can be like a big picture, to-do list or checklist. You say, okay, well, I need these things, to get this customer to buy. So I need a video ad so they actually can get attention. You can actually say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, here's why you want to, work with me, etc. You can say, hey, here's the free offer, click the link below, opt in, download this, teach them some stuff, and say, hey, if you want more, go to the sales page, buy this, And then, of course, you have your service or your product, whether it's service, we do it for you, or coaching, that can be another checklist, having that in place, or your product in place as well. That way you can see like the big picture when you're first mapping this out, so you're not so like, I'm going to have the best ad, and then maybe you don't focus on the sales thing as much, or focus on the funnel more, but not the ad. And then another piece, again, this is why I use sticky notes, so I can add this, your targeting. So again, I made a video about the targeting. I'll leave a link to that below as well. And then, of course, your video, your video ad, I made a video on that. I'll leave a link below to that as well. And then you can start like narrowing on this, okay? So targeting. Maybe you need to scrape relevant YouTube videos so you can place your ad directly on those videos that a potential customer is most likely watching. Or you need, to research audiences, the pre-made, and see if there's any you can use that way. And then you need to set it up, And then another key around all this is actually monitoring these metrics, which we'll get into in a moment, in a second. So then video ad. Maybe say you haven't created your video ad, so you need to think of like maybe the idea. You know, first you'd have to think of this whole funnel, these things, and then you would think, okay, then I'm going to do the points, then I'm going to turn it into a script, then I'm going to get feedback from someone before I record it to make sure, you know, it makes sense, then I'm going to record.
And then speaking to your like target avatar.
Yeah.
On that, they're paying, right?
Again, too, yeah. So maybe that's another piece you want to do first. You know, figure out your avatar. So big picture, figure out your avatar. What does that mean? Well, all their fears and frustrations, and maybe their wants and aspirations, maybe any traits about them, and maybe some if you talk to people and you see like the common phrases they're using, etc. So that way, this avatar can then affect your targeting, where they're at, what videos they may be watching, of course, your video ad, and your whole funnel. Of course, your product. Yeah, avatar is huge.
So can you give an example of like how you talk to them if you were like a weight loss product or something?
Yeah, so weight loss product. So let's say they want to lose weight. So their fears and frustrations is, you know, I've tried it, it didn't work out. You know, it just does whatever I do, just nothing seems to work. Their wants and aspirations, they probably want to take a pill, and then overnight, you know, they lose weight, etc. So then who are you targeting, male, female? So you narrow all that in. That way when you speak to that, so for your ad, you can say, have you tried everything and you can't, you know, lose the weight? Well, then you can relate. So have I tried a bunch of stuff, just nothing worked until I learned these secret fundamentals that I put all together. Let me share with you one now, blah, blah, blah. Now the next one is in this free report. Go ahead and get these, because again, if you tried everything and you want to lose weight and you want like the closest thing to a pill, this is it. So you talk to exactly what they need throughout this whole funnel, you know, and piece it together. Good question. Okay, so then your free opt-in. Maybe you know you need to design the copy of the page. You need to set up like a list in your email provider, and then, you know, technical setup, you know. And then, you know, your report, well, you got to make that. So you got to think of, you know, maybe the ideas, turn them into like more concrete bullets, turn it into written sentences. Then, you know, all makes sense, and then get that proofed. And then, of course, have a CTA to your sales page. If you want more, you know, buy this, then this. You know, you have to, you know, write your sales page. So write the copy, the headline, the offer, the guarantee, social proof, etc., etc. Integrate that in, and then your technical person as well. So you have these all mapped out, and then you say, okay, who's part of this team? So you can write, you know, their names. Let's say Mihai, more technical. MP, myself, is more copy. SP is more proof. MP is also maybe the targeting as well, and project management. And then also a good thing that I like to do is write how many hours these people can commit. So I can maybe commit 6 hours a day. Sarah can commit 2 hours. Mihai about 6 hours a day on the project. And that can be flexible, but about that time, because it's always a question, you know, how long do projects take? How long does this take? I mean, you could sit and try to figure it out, or just say, I'm going to commit 6 hours, getting as much as I can done, you know, knocking it out, and then, yeah, get it done as soon as possible, because we want this all quick as possible, right? So then you can go and say, okay, well, who's going to scrape? Maybe Mihai's going to scrape for all, I'll do the keyword research, so let me write that down, keyword research, MP, who's doing it, so I can do it, then Mihai's going to scrape it, I'll look up the audiences, I'll set it up. Then the ideas, maybe I'll create the copy, so that's Mike, and then Sarah will feedback it, then I'll record it, and then maybe Sarah will edit it, you know? And then the free offer, maybe I'll create the copy, you know, and then Mihai will put it up. So put his initials MN, you know? So you can go through these and write who's doing what, so it becomes kind of a visual to-do. Then you can turn this into an actual to-do with on a doc or a spreadsheet and check them off if you want. But it just creates that little more visual, so you can see how each piece connects, and then you can work like as a visual to-do list. So then you know your big pieces, what they are, so you know you still have that big map, but then also you have your individuals to-dos to achieve these each one. And then you work on knocking them out. Okay, got the, you know, let's say you make the report first, so you got that, or maybe you start, you know, kind of mapping out each of these pieces, big picture, and then you start knocking them out totally finished, you know, got the free offer, you know, report, make the video ad, then, you know, make sure it's all set, and then I'm gonna start up targeting, get it going, etc. So you gotta realize what stage you're at. If you're still big picture or narrowing in, getting something done, and keep getting it done, then when you get this up, the same level of thinking can apply to see where's the constraint. So, you know, you're targeting, you're gonna have a certain cost per click, so you wanna have, you know, a few different audiences and targeting methods there, so you can kind of see the difference, how it performs in each of those, so separate those in campaigns, and then a certain percent's gonna click the ad, a certain percent's gonna watch the ad, a certain percent's gonna opt in, a certain percent's gonna actually go to their email and download it, and then, you know, a certain percent's going to go to the sales page, certain percent's going to buy. So then you can see where's the constraint. Let's say that nobody's clicking the ad, and therefore, of course, not a lot of people are buying, and you say, oh, you know, I need to make a better free report, or no one's, you know, doing their email, or, you know, no one's buying on the sales page. Well, then, so if there was no one clicking the ad, well, then this doesn't matter. If not a lot of people are clicking that ad, you only get a few people through this funnel, therefore not a lot of people are getting to this part. So then you can work on the ad and say, okay, how can I improve this? Let's make up, you know, let's brainstorm 3 different, you know, videos or hooks or ideas, or let's go get some feedback from other people. Let's, you know, hire a few people from Upwork to view it and see what they think, or maybe put it in a form and see if we can get feedback, or one of our marketing or business friends, or let me know, I can get feedback on it as well. You can kind of brainstorm it, because, you know, most people will have ideas. And maybe you think it's the best ad because we're all biased about the ads we create and, you know, help get created, and we think it's so good, but really it sucks. It doesn't make any sense, you know. So once you create this, then you can start putting the numbers in, and you can see where it is to make it profitable. Because again, as always, you want it to be profitable. So you want, you know, if you're spending, you know, $15, you know, per customer, you at least want to be making 30 or something, you know. Obviously making more than you're spending to acquire that customer. And then, you know, keep scaling. So does this make sense?
Yeah.
Start with the outcome, start with the big picture elements, map down the to-dos, who's doing what, how many hours you can commit, and then take action, putting in place, testing it, seeing the numbers, seeing where the drop-off are, seeing the constraints, seeing where you can improve, how much time it would take, prioritizing that, and then going to the next one. And then keep doing this, zooming out, getting the feedback, and then zooming in to see exactly what needs to be done to make those numbers all line up to be profitable, and then keep scaling.
Cool.
Sweet. If you liked it, be sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe, and also join the Facebook group if not already, and visit our website,
How would I join the Facebook group?
tubeadssystems.com. The link's on the website.
Okay, on
Yep.
TubeAds Systems.
Yep, tubeadssystems.com.
Cool.
Yeah, plus some more structured training there as well, if you haven't watched it already. Other than that, anything else, let me know in the comments. Happy to help. Yeah, let me know in the comments, or message me on Facebook as well, or through the website. And stay tuned for more videos. Right now we're doing a video a day. We'll see if we keep that up. We don't want to just be producing content to produce content, but, you know, high level, high quality shit that you can act on, or at least put like in your mind for the seeds to kind of, maybe you just do a rough version of this, or maybe just watching this, you thought of your funnel in this way, you know, so you can see the pieces and then not get too caught up in a point. See the big pictures, you can do all of them, and then see the numbers afterwards once you run it in the real world, and see where can you improve until you reach profit. This is Mike Pite with tubeadssystems.com, and yeah, looking forward to helping you even more, helping you make even more money. Talk to you later. Bye.